Hello and welcome to Mexico City Trip, episode 2. So while I'm away from the studio, I am taking questions, answering FAQs, going over things that mattered to me in the gaming hobby, just for you guys to keep you entertained and to wait for the 6-year giveaway that will happen as soon as I am back in Canada. So let's stay tuned, let's go through a couple of things. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer in the next installment of From Mexico with Love, then just leave a comment below. Ask me a question about gaming, about life, about starting a YouTube channel. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, and I will. I'll try and get to it. So we had a few questions from the last video, and I thought it would be fun to kind of go through them and kind of discuss a few things. So let's get started with, and then after the Q&A, I'm going to go over a list, an army list, that I am going, while I'm in Mexico, I'm going to a Rogue Trader tournament tomorrow, Saturday. It's 1,500 points, and I've talked to the store owner, and he's lending me an Eldar army. So while I'm here in Mexico, I'm going to film a battle report for you guys, and my aunt is going to lend me her laptop so I can edit a video, which means that I can release something for you guys. I'm really excited. Of course, all the Patreons have been getting some cool behind-the-scenes stuff about what I'm doing here in Mexico, so check the link down below for more. But let's get started with some of the cool stuff that was asked. Okay. La 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 la. L Colt asks, what are the top 3 armies you have problems playing against in 8th? What are the top 3 armies you have trouble playing against in 8th edition? Now, I'm assuming that's Warhammer 40,000 8th edition. And I'm assuming that's playing against with my Dark Eldar. So if that's not the case, please let me know. Okay, my biggest trouble has been Brimstone spam demons. Simply because it's been it's just they have crazy board control, and the combination of, say, Magnus, the Changeling, and then say even a couple of knights, like Renegade Knights, that's probably been some of the armies I've had the most challenge with. Another army I've had challenge with is some Imperial Guard builds. And because Imperial Guard right now, Astra Militarum is very strong, but I got completely slaughtered when I played a game against an army with two Baneblades. Oh my goodness, it was brutal, and like a big unit of Bullgrins, and then the last army that I had trouble against was Sisters of Battle, just because of the amount of double things they can do, flamers, lots of shots, bolters, and there's ups and downs, but really it's not about the army itself. It's more the quality of the player that's playing the army. And any army build can be good. It just depends on who is running it, and how tactical they are, and how good at their target priority they are, and how well they fight for the mission at hand. So those are my thoughts. My question to you, what is yours? What kind of army build specifically, or what mission is the hardest for you? Let me know down in the links below. So, comment number 2. Idic Beer. Good old friend Idic. How are you, sir? I will be assimilated someday. He says, Necrons! Exclamation point. Cool. Thank you for that, Idic. I really appreciate that. Okay, now on to another question. Etron, what do you think of the new Death Guard scale-wise to the old Chaos Space Marines? And are you looking forward to the new Star Wars film? Okay, let's start with Star Wars. Yes, of course I am excited. I love Star Wars, and I cannot wait for the new film. I'm very excited to watch it, and I'm probably going to I'm going to geek it up. I really am. Going to dress in my Jedi robe, going to take a lightsaber, going to stand in line for the premiere. It's going to be great fun. So I can't wait for that. What do I think of the scale-wise? To be honest, I like the scale change. I love the Primaris Marines. I love the new Death Guard, simply because the scale, it like makes a lot more sense compared to like a human. You know, like a Imperial Guardsman is this big, and then normally the Space Marines were about the same size as a human. Now with Primaris Marines and the Death Guard, you know, the Space Marines look big, like they're supposed to be massive, like just massive. They're supposed to be big, you know. So I'm excited about the change. It also, the scale change, making it bigger, makes it easier to paint as well, because there's not as much little tiny stuff. So I'm excited about the changes themselves. Okay, Fat Mama 0000, I think there's 4 zeros after that, says, how do I start an Eldar army? And he wants to know what to buy. So, honestly, with any army, I would highly recommend you find out what it is that you would enjoy painting the most. First for like color scheme, and then for models. You know, like it's very easy to say, oh, I want to play Tyranids, and then essentially buy 200 gaunts, and by the 20th gaunt just be completely flabbergasted by it and not want to paint or play with gaunts at all. But with Eldar, really the range is quite diverse, and you're in a unique position right now that the codex is relatively new, and you cannot go wrong with any specific thing that you want to purchase or not in the Eldar army. So I'd recommend Farseer on a jet bike as an HQ. They're just a very generalized HQ. I would also recommend either an Autarch or an Avatar. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Avatar. You know, try to get the Forge World model because it's really cool looking. But Avatars are really good. I like them. They're a great untargetable character, hard to kill, has a stratagem to come back to life or to not die essentially, and makes all your Eldar units fearless. So, you know, a combination of that, you know, works great. As for troops, that really depends on what craft world you're going for. I really like Rangers, they're fantastic. I really like Guardians, they're fantastic. And if you're running an Avatar, you can afford to take large blobs of Guardians because they will be fearless with the Avatar around. If you're playing a Latok, you can run both Guardians and Rangers, you know, because of the -1 to hit 12 inches or more away. Rangers are great for, you know, objective camping and sniping characters, and I use a unit of them. Now, Dire Avengers are not bad, but they're a little bit more expensive than a Guardian, and a Guardian has a bit more utility, in my opinion, but not as long range. So if you want more like hard-hitting, like decent range and mobility, go for Dire Avengers, as well as survivability, because in cover they have a 3+ armor save. Or go for the Guardian Defenders that can have heavy weapon platforms, can also have a stratagem that gives them an invulnerable save if they're getting shot at, you know, and they come in big blobs, which is great for screening and things like that as well. So I hope that helps you, Fat Mama. But I'd start with like 3 troops and 2 HQs, and then probably a Fire Prism or 2 or even 3 for some heavy support to really get some anti-tank firepower in there as well. Okay, moving on. We have Game Master's Hobby says that he wants to meet up and play a game while I'm here in Mexico. Absolutely. I'm probably here in Mexico for about a week more, so I would love to meet up. It's only a couple hours, but Game Master's Hobby, send me a message and we can play a game for sure. That would be kind of cool. And last but not least, Minotaur says he just wants to say a general comment. He wants more Talon Desert Raider reports, and he wants small, medium, or large battle reports. Okay, I will think of ways to bring the Talon out to play. Okay, other than that, guys, that's all for the Q&A. So, let's dive into the topic that I want to talk. Just as a reminder, if you want to leave a comment for the next video, leave one down below, and I will get to it personally. RTT, 1,500 points. They're like homemade missions, which is pretty cool. But they're I'm running. The store owner is letting me borrow an Eldar army, so I'm excited about running Eldari. There's no Drukari this time. It's all Eldar. So I'm running. It's a maximum of 2 detachments. I'm using both detachments. I'm running an Elatok detachment and a Samhan detachment. The Elatok detachment is a foot Farseer with Fortune and Doom. Guide and Doom, and an Avatar. For troops, I have a 20-man unit of Guardians with 2 Eldar missile launchers and 2 units of 5 Dire Avengers. Then I have, is that it for that? I think that's it. I don't think there's more there. Oh, and a Wave Serpent. I have a Wave. Oh, and I have 5 Wraith Guard with D-sides, the Flamers. And I have a Wave Serpent with double Bright Lance and a cannon. And a War Gear thing that lets it... it's -1 when you advance the tank. And the Hollow Stones, or the Spirit Stones. Oh, and the ignores ballistic skill modifiers if it shoots the closest thing. So pretty cool. Sorry, the -1 for moving and shooting heavy weapons if it targets the closest target. And then we move on to the Samhan detachment. So Samhan detachment is a Warlock on a jet bike with Conceal Reveal. 1 Viper, so it's an Outrider detachment. And then it's got 1 Viper with an Eldar missile launcher, another Viper with an Eldar missile launcher, and 6 Eldar jet bikes with scatter lasers. Very old school for the scatter lasers, but at least with Samhan, they don't suffer the -1 for moving and shooting. I can still make the -1 with the conceal power, which is exciting. And it gives me 7 command points to work with. So I can put stuff in the webway, I can keep some aside to help the avatar stay alive. And really the Elatok one is designed to just stop me from getting shot up on the first couple of turns. All in all, I hope it's going to be a fun little event, and I'm excited to kind of give you guys a full report and a rundown of the store. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'm here in Mexico City, and if you would like to leave a comment down below, leave a comment. If you'd like to support the content that I provide, become a Patreon. Support by pledging $1 or something like that, because it goes into buying more models and books and terrain, and essentially just justifies the time and effort I put into this, and I greatly appreciate it, as well as giving perks and things like that as well to the tier system. Other than that, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. This is Scary, your grateful host. Until next time, Scary out.